Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Canadian Retro. All you got here is pickup videos, folks. No talk about Twin Galaxies, no talk about Billy Mitchell, none Shenmue announcements, just straight pickup videos. Here we go. So, this is what I picked up this time around. Probably have to change my channel name to Empty DS Case Collector because I keep finding empty cases. So I picked up a huge bag of them. I can't remember what I paid for them, like $3.99 or something like that. But some of the notable cases that were in there would be Bowser's Inside Story, this Prince of Persia game, which looks pretty cool. I have to check that one out. I have to track down a copy of it because I don't have it. Pokemon Black 2, and then Full Metal Alchemist. So those were some of the notable cases that were in there. I think there were probably about 10 or 15 more for $3.99. No problem at all. When I get properly set up here, I'll probably end up doing like the cover project for GBA, which I keep mentioning. Next thing here is kind of all over the place here. So I'll show you what I got for 25 bucks at a Salvation Army. It's kind of a funny story. They had an auction going on, and what ended up happening was the person didn't pick up anything, didn't pick up what they bought here. And I was sort of on my way out of the store. I was walking by the counter and I saw the person who I assume is the manager and one of the ladies that work there talking about the system I'm about to show you. And they said the guy didn't come to pick it up, like he didn't respond, and they sent out messages to other people that were in the list of bidders on it. And it's usually the way that it works. They just work their way down the list if the person doesn't get back to them. And none of those people responded. So as I was walking out the door, he's like, well, I guess we're gonna have to sell it now. And I said, well, I'll buy it. So I bought it off of them sort of right there, then and there kind of thing. Came with a bunch of, you'll know what it is in a second, but it came with a bunch of like plastic doodads and this thing and so on, and there's like a golf club, and I don't know, there's a bunch of garbage like that in there. That wasn't really what I was after, but also came with a Wii system, so that was pretty cool, and 2 remotes. I'll just show you one of them there, and also the nunchucks. There's 2 of those as well, and came with a Wii Motion Plus with the manuals and stuff for it that you would really need a manual. Take some kind of genius to figure out how to plug in a Wii Motion Plus, and also a copy of Mario Kart on the Wii. So pretty sweet right there for 25 bucks. I mean, I'll end up, it's really sweet too, it's really minty. I'll end up flipping all that. The system itself is actually Japanese, and I showed you the remotes earlier. They're also Japanese. I don't know if you can see that on the back through the Wii protector there, but you can see it's like all in Japanese sticker on the back there. So I don't know exactly what to do with the Japanese Wii system, but I'll figure it out anyway. That being said, I also picked up a couple more items here that I wanted to show you sort of all at the same time. I got these things that I'm going to show you here. So I picked up a N64 controller, which is like in miserable shape and is attached to a whole bunch of wires because it's attached to the actual system, which unfortunately is missing, you know, the front cover for this, but I can always find a replacement for that. But that it had the expansion pack in it really interests me, and I know it's upside down there, but I ended up paying about 18 bucks for that. So pretty decent deal, I think. For that, came with like the power supply and everything good like that, so why not? So that's that part of it. And then the last item here, actually the second last item here, is something I'm kind of interested in because I've always, speaking of N64, hated the N64 controller. It just never felt comfortable to me. I had a PS1 back in the day, or a PlayStation 1 back in the day, so it wasn't really like my most interesting system. Like I didn't have as much interest in the N64, and whenever I did play it, I just found the controller to be really awkward, probably because I was used to the DualShock kind of setup. But this is sort of interesting, and it's a super pad for the N64. And you can see like the button configuration is way different than the original kind of thing, and the Z buttons here on the back, which is really kind of comfortable the way they've set that up to use. Some complaints I've heard about this is that you don't push like directly up to go up. It's a little bit off-centered, which is kind of annoying, I guess. And some people have complained about having issues with this controller here not totally functioning the way that it's supposed to. But you know, I checked it out. It looks like it's in really sweet shape, so I thought I would maybe give it a shot and see how it worked on the N64 for me, and if I enjoyed it or not. That being said, these things still go for, I think, like 30 bucks or more, which is kind of surprising because it goes for more than an N64 controller would. And that there I only paid 5 bucks for, so I thought that was a pretty sweet deal. And then finally, this is just like a recouper in a little baggie for 15 bucks. I found a iPod Nano 6th generation, I believe this one is, and you can see right on there. I'm not sure about this, but it has the gelato cup on it. So somebody obviously won this at like some sort of event or whatever. But I'm just gonna use that to recoup. I think these things fetch like probably about 50 or 60 bucks these days. So, you know, a little bit of investment to put some money back into the game hunting fund. That's everything I got for you this time around. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Feel free to thumbs up this video, comment down below, and I'll see you all later.
Hi. Well, that's just about it. So, thanks for watching.